G'day, fellas, and welcome to Outback Octagon 3, game number 40. Today, we're on Land Megarandum. This is the grand finals. Game number 4. The second last game. If there was ever an opportunity right now to make some money, it is right now. This is the opportunity. It is not the time to be studying eschatology. It is the time to be really looking to make... Sorry. For all you folks on YouTube, we were talking about the Abbasid flag. And apparently, there's a word called eschatology. Don't look up how it's spelt. It's a weird word. But anyway, I just wanted to use that word. I just wanted to use that word. Anyway, let's get to it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to introduce our players for today in the color purple. Playing as the Ottomans. Representing Team Elephant. Playing out of China, it's CSO. And in the color green, playing as the Byzantines. Representing my insanity. Hopefully not being the cause of it, though, today. It's Anatand. In the east of the map. In the color yellow, playing as the Juicy Legacy. Playing out of Serbia. It's Beastie. To his south. In the color orange. Playing as the Order of the Dragon. Somehow, some way, he lures the boar with the king. Well, doesn't lure it with the king, but he lures it to the king. As long as the king is able to tank it. This is a beautiful little spot. Now, he's playing Order of the Dragon, not Holy Roman Empire, so it's not a super crazy spawn, but it's still a very, very, very good spawn. I don't think he could lure it any closer, but interestingly, he lures it away from Marine Lord. We'll probably have to put down a mill. Anyway, where were we? That's right. Playing as the Order of the Dragon in the color orange, representing Team Canada, it is Puppy Paw. Now, I got a question for you guys. How does he keep getting away with it? How does he keep getting away with it? Holy Roman Empire Game 1, Holy Roman Empire Game 2, Game 3, Ayyubids, Game 4, Holy Roman, or rather Order of the Dragon again. He's just getting S tier civs all day. Maybe not S tier, A tier civs at least. Anyway, let's move on to our next player. Ladies and gentlemen, barely a screen away in the color pink. Playing as the English representing Team M8. Playing out of France. It's Marine Lord. To their west, in the color red, playing as the Holy Roman Empire. Fighting out of Sweden, it's Baltoon. To his west, returning back. His brother subbed in for him previously, but today he is back. Ladies and gentlemen, in the color blue, playing as the Delhi Sultanate again? No, hold on. Has he already had the Delhi? Maybe not. Maybe he has. I don't know. There's been a lot of Delhi tonight, though. I'll say that much. Representing Team Fox, fighting out of Spain. It's Vortex. And in the north of the map, in the color teal, playing as the Abbasids. Representing the Canadians and also representing the Abbasid Caliphate from 747, where eschatology was born. Of course, if you're unfamiliar with that, that is the study of death. It's Whammo 1. We got there, ladies and gentlemen. We got 2 in the start of the game. Welcome. It is a pleasure to have your company. Game number 40, Outback Octagon number 3, Grand Finals. Well, it's the only Grand Finals, but it's game number 4. Let's take a look at where these players currently sit on the leaderboard. Of course, there's not much opportunities left to make up points. This is getting to the pointy end of the stick. Beastie, 16 points. Anatand, 12. Baltoon, 11. Vortex, 9. Puppy Paw, 6. Marine Lord, 2. CSO, 1. And Wham 01, 0. Will Puppy Paw be able to find points this game? Looking at his spawn, you'd have to say probably not. Looking at his civ, you'd have to say probably so. We'll have to see exactly what the plan is here for him today, but remember, Beastie leads the pack at the moment. He's playing the Juicy Legacy, one of his favorite civilizations, and he has 2 players that are very close to him. If you know anything about Beastie the way I do, it's that we're not going to be seeing a long game out of him today. I suspect we will be seeing a couple of Jukunu. But we'll have to wait and see what the plan is. Keep in mind the Order of the Dragon a little bit slow out of the gates compared to civilizations like the Holy Roman Empire. And because of that, you may see Beastie look to punish Puppy Paw, especially because he knows the strength of Puppy. Marine Lord as well is close by, and if Beastie can stay in the feudal age, look to pick up a 2-pointer for first blood as well as 2 points for the kill in the feudal age. You can then turn that over into another potential kill with Marine Lord nearby. However, Marine Lord is English, and there is the potential that Marine Lord says, I'm going to make lots of longbows, and your Juicy Jukunu will not do anything. So perhaps Beastie thinks twice about it. We'll have to wait and see what the plan is. Meanwhile, towards the west side of the map, Baltoon, out of everything, doesn't drop the Archon. Now, there was a great opportunity for an Archon over here. Right next to the town center, Archon here. You get gold, you get the wood, you get your food. It is a perfect little Archon. Now, granted, he's on the deer, so it's not 100% perfect, but it's still pretty good. He's not going to opt for it, though. Instead, going for the mine work, barracks early, spearman out, pressure on Vortex so close to home. He wants to make sure that Vortex is not getting these resources for free. Age up start coming through. Vortex, Wham, and Beastie all up now to the feudal age. Beautiful little meditation gardens he's got here. We'll check in with Wham and see how he's doing in the north. It's going to be Eco Wing into Fertile Crescents. He's got a little bit of space here. This could be his game. Currently sitting on 0 points. He's going to do his best to try and pull it out here today. How many stops will he get, though? That's going to be the question. All the food is going to be evacuated. Does he even have a backup plan here? I don't think we've had a look at the map yet. Let's take a look. Looks like we got a 3 sacred site. Pretty spread out. Not going to be seeing too much chance of a sacred victory, except for those late game situations. Beastie going to be going Castle Age. He's not going to be messing around with the Jukunu. This is definitely an interesting play from him. He's got relics to the north. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, all interconnected down here. I tell you what, connect the dots. And it's starting to look a little bit obvious, but Puppy Paw, of course, going to be thinking about doing the same thing. Baltoon, he's not thinking about doing the same thing. He is thinking about getting out early onto this map, leaving all those relics for everybody else. Marine Lord, of course, not going to be allowing any Puppy Paw movement on that side. Marine Lord's plan at the moment, it's going to be Fast Castle as well. Everybody's doing it. Everybody's getting into it. Where's Beastie? Let's have a look and see. Oh, Beastie's already up. He's already clicked up. Look at this. Look at this timing that he's got here. 8 minutes 11. That's about perfect. That's about perfect. When it comes to FFA, that's pretty much it. Maybe a 10, 20 seconds slow, but we'll allow him. We'll forgive him. He can't always get the perfect spawn, but listen to this. Wow. Puppy Paw demonstrating restraint here. Had the option to go into the Burgrave. Of course, he's playing Holy Roman Empire, or rather Order of the Dragon, not Holy Roman Empire. So it doesn't really give him that same value that you have. I think the Burgrave for the Holy Roman Empire is much better than that of the Order of the Dragon, but this will give an opportunity for him right now to look to pick up relics. Guaranteed he should get 2. Marine Lord may look to deny these 3rd and 4th ones from him, but he will look to fight. Puppy Paw needs to score points here. This is incredibly important for him. He's the Outback Octagon champion of 1 and 2, returning the back-to-back, the 2-time. He needs to try and find an opportunity to score big points in this game. And with a spawn like this, it's going to be difficult. Caught between 2 of the world's best players. We got 3 of the world's best players and put them all next to each other, and have a look at this. A White Tower. I think Marine Lord suspects that there could be a Burgrave or 2 involved and opts for the White Tower. Honestly, I don't even think he needed the White Tower. I mean, we know the truth. Like, he could have gotten away with the King's Palace, but it's been so long since we've seen the King's Palace, I think these players have just forgotten that it even exists. Relic's going to be picked up shortly. You can see Beastie now with the Shaolin Monk in queue. First relic, it's going to be over towards this east, or rather this central location. Meanwhile, 2 TC coming up for Anatan. He's actually got quite a bit of space. In fact, all of these players in the north, despite being kind of close to each other, have all said to each other, hey, do you mind if we take a little bit of space, a little bit of breathing room? Wham with 4 TCs. 4 TCs, kind of wild. Interesting gate. I wonder if you can get through that gate, because this little one right here makes me think you can't get through this gate. I want to have a look and see, but it looks like this second relic is probably going to be denied for the meantime. I didn't see a spearman. No, it's going to be knights. Marine Lord reaches the castle age as well. Immediately throws down a monastery. Look how many vills he's got building this. He wants to deny these relics from the Regnits. Meanwhile, over towards that west side of the map, Vortex in trouble as Baltoon puts on the early pressure here against the Delhi Sultanate. The men-at-arms rampaging underneath the town center. He's in trouble. He's in trouble. Vortex has got plenty of points, but Baltoon's looking to try and push himself up a little bit further in this game. Wow. All right, well. Sacred site now going to be taken. Slowly. I'm sorry, I'm just reading the Twitch chat at the moment. I can see that there's some conversation going on. I'm trying to keep myself abreast of all the drama that's happening. People putting out suggestions and getting shut down immediately. Sacred site going to be confirmed. He's going to pick up at least one here. Gilded Knight is out. He's going to try and pull the Prelate in on the bottom side. Second Prelate going to be coming out here as well. Relic comes into possession and realizes that he's not going to be able to get away with it. The king is here. It's just not going to happen. And you can see the gate actually had to get deleted. I was right. The Prelates, unfortunately, weren't able to make their way through. Now this wall is actually incomplete. Singing ourselves some Backstreet Boys. Now, what's the go with this guy? What's the plan for this guy right here? Walls are coming up on the south. He's looking to actually get some walls up. Interesting. Not going into the Jussi Legacy Jugunu hype train. Instead, going to be opting for a little bit more of a defensive style of play. Now, he's already picked up that second relic. We can see that he's holding them at the moment. He's also taking Central Sacred Site towards the north. He might be looking to pick up the relics up towards this top side. It's free real estate. Speaking of free real estate, Vortex's base in trouble as Baltoon continues to push down towards the middle. First battering ram is here. Scholar's going to have to evacuate the landmark as the second battering ram is under construction. Sacred site captured by Beastie. If he can find a relic or two nearby, I'm confident he'll... What was the play with this one? Yeah. CSO now going to be aging up in the north. Playing as the Ottomans as well. He's got a really nice spot here towards the north side of the map. In fact, all three of these players are just kind of far enough away that they don't have to worry about each other. Compared to these three players where they very much have to worry about each other. And now Puppy Paw, he's got the Mangonel out. Of all things, the Mangonel. I guess the Mangonel makes sense against like a whole bunch of crossbows. But with regard to the relic count, Puppy Paw did manage to snag that second relic in the end. We did stop watching. Meanwhile, Marine Lord gets one. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. Puppy Paw, you cheeky little man. How did you manage to do that one? He's holding it for the moment. We don't know how much line of sight he's got, but look at this. It might get found out. Marine Lord's going to spot him. He says, hey, no. It's not happening. And Puppy Paw says, yes. Gilded Knight comes in. King's going to try his best. The crossbows are now going to start chasing him away. I suspect he might be able to actually reach in time. Meanwhile, towards the north, a keep comes up for Beastie. He says, hey, just so you know. Oh my god, there's already a Treb here. There's already a Treb. That's not good. When there's already a Treb this early, you're like, that kind of sucks. Relic does go down. Monk's going to come in at the back. We'll be able to pick it up and deny it away. Says, no, it's not happening, my friend. We can split the relics 2 for 2. I completely forgot. Completely forgot. He's pulled Vils as well. He's racing to get that first blood. He knows that there could be other players looking to contest it right now. He's in the feudal age. He's going to pick up extra points for that if he's able to take out Vortex here. He knows as well that with Vortex being the first player eliminated, he's going to get more points for first blood as well. He wants to take it out, and instead of using battering rams, he uses the battering rams, takes inspiration from Donati and battering rams with his Vils. The king is out the back. He tries to get a bit of a run, but he's going to get eliminated. He just gets eliminated instead. And Baltoon. Oh, I completely forgot to ride on board with Vortex right then. That could have been bad. And now the king goes over to Baltoon. Vortex eliminated. The first player out of the game. Anatan with the Byzantine army looks to start confirming additional ground for himself. Meanwhile, towards... The keep actually went down. Yeah, interesting decision from Beastie. It wasn't so much an interesting decision from Beastie. It was just like very, very quick that there was a Trebuchet from Puppy Paw immediately responding. And now he's going to slowly work this down. I mean, Puppy Paw already had the Trebuchet out to deal with the White Tower. So it's only natural that he was like, okay, well, I guess I'll just take out this keep. It's slightly closer. Puppy in such a hard spot, though. And the worst part about being in this spot is, and I've said this many times before, is you know that the longer you are in this spot, the worse the game gets for you. Because you're on 34 Vils, and you know that there is just some random Abbasid player out there who's gone 4 TCs, and he's on 94 Vils. And he might be playing in the other bedroom next door to you. And he's your brother. And he's about to roll over the entire lobby. A big snowball, picking up more snow as he goes down the hill. He's got a decent amount of units. I don't know what the plan is. Oh, you know what the plan is? He's going to come and attack Baltoon because he knows that Baltoon's been fighting against Vortix. If Baltoon killed Vortix, then Baltoon's invested a lot of resources into taking him out. There's a good chance that maybe right now there's a little bit of a break or an opportunity. Have a look at this. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Beastie's managing. No scouts here. No scouts here. They're not going to spot the relic being sneakily snuck away by Beastie. He's already got 2 relics in the bag. That's going to be the 3rd one. Very, very close call there for Beastie. And now Beastie having a little bit of a treb war over here with Puppy Paw. When it comes to the economic advantage, Puppy Paw's on 37 vils, Beastie on 46. Has he gone into a second TC, or is Puppy Paw just lost? Oh no, he's ordered the dragon. Okay, it's always going to be slightly slower. Marine Lord with the second TC down now. He's at 55 vils. Economically, the advantage in the lobby is with Wham by a mile. Towards the north. Anatan pushing in towards the Ottoman base. Big numbers down here as well for Whammo 1. Men-at-Arms going to have to retreat towards the town center. Baltoon's trying to find the age up. But the consequence of taking out a player early on in this game. 3rd TC for Marine Lord. Hello, how you doing? He's focusing the eco. Beastie's probably going to end up doing the same thing here as well. He's got a lot of stone in the bank. Only a little bit of wood, though. But I wouldn't be surprised after dropping into Song Dynasty here. He's got Meditation Gardens as well as Yongnan Tower. That it's going to be the case. Let's check towards the north. Plenty of green units in the base. Janissaries get called out. They're going to try and defend here for CSO. He's in trouble. He's in trouble. Was he trying to go imp? I think he might have been trying to go imp. He's got a couple mangoes in the back here. Looks to try and bring forward a relic. He might be thinking about a Wallalol. No, he's just going to be thinking about putting it inside the sanctity or the safety of his mosque. Definitely not going to be focusing on his what was the word? Escapilatories? No. I didn't even remember what the word was. I forgot what the word was. Emergency repairs comes through. Town center. It doesn't look like it's going down, but it definitely feels like CSO's not in a good spot. And remember, this whole time, Wham is going to be looking across him, being like, you know what? I am killing Baltoon on this side of the map, but you guys are going to be coming up next. Don't worry. Eschatology. Thank you. Eschatology. We got it. I'm not going to read that one. That's an interesting suggestion, but I'll let you study that one. I'll let you study that one. K_000. That's your. I'm sure that's your specialty. You probably did a PhD in that one, and that is okay. We're not going to judge here. Back towards the base of Baltoon. The Swedish man balances bravely, but unfortunately, the big balls. Not really balls. The big blades of Wham slowly take over the lobby. Imperial Age comes through for Marine Lord. Doesn't go for a Berkshire. Could have gone for a Berkshire, just a meme. But doesn't, because he's not a memer. Second town center now for Beastie. He's picked up a couple relics here as well, by the way. 3 relics here. 4th relic in the bag. So now sitting on a total of 4. Could look to go into the Yuan dynasty and access some pagodas. But honestly, the longer it goes for Beastie, the better it gets, right? Puppy Paw, as long as he's staying alive. I mean, he's not coming out of this, man. He's not coming out of this. This is such a tough spot for him. And it basically means that he's left. Hold on. We missed it, but we kind of knew it was coming. We kind of know that was coming as well, but we got that one. Oh, don't worry. I'm not going to miss 2 for 2 today. Oh, no. I'm going to focus on where the action's at. Oh, we got that one. All right, I redeemed myself with that. That was pretty sweet. You got to admit, that was pretty sweet. We missed the first. We got the second one. Sorry. Apologies. Apologies to all. This is where the real attention is right now, because you got to remember that Marine Lord, he doesn't have a huge army at the moment. He's gone 3 TCs. He's gone quite greedy. He's lost the first of the landmarks. The King's going to be coming up in the second one. Oh, man, I tell you what. My spidey senses did really... They really did kick in for that kill right there. That was fortunate. Very fortunate timing right there. Whammo 1, though. Where does he go next? I mean, I suspect he probably comes towards Anatan. But to be honest, I don't feel like Anatan lost a lot of units in that fight. He kind of just walked over the top of CSO. CSO's not having a good grand finals day, is he? Like, did he draw a double Malian into this? Into this? And now Puppy Paw, against all odds, begins to make his way out. He's still in the castle age. Marine Lord in Imperial, but look at the spears. He's holding against the cavalry, and he says, hold on a minute, I can't do that. I can't do that. Town center goes down. Where's the king? I see one king over here. There's the second king. He's exposed. He's very exposed right now. Is there any cavalry out? There is cavalry. Does Puppy Paw spot this out? This could be really bad for Marine. The king is just standing here. Yet to go into the town center. He's focusing landmarks. That's going to be landmark number 3. And look at this. Puppy Paw spots it. Puppy Paw just sees the king standing still. Does he go for it? He's going to go north? No, he's going around. Marine Lord's scrambling to get some sort of defense in. The king is still standing here. How long is it going to take for players to realize? Fighting up towards the north, we got a little bit of Abbasid on Byzantine as Marine Lord's last landmark goes down. The king finally, he spots it. He's on the run, running towards the army as the Gilded Knights come in, and he manages to make it out just barely. Marine Lord playing with fire once again. Where's that last Oh, no. He's dead. I think he's dead. I think he's dead. I think Puppy Paw. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Nah. You don't do this, Puppy Paw. You don't. There's no way. You get out of this. Marine Lord pulls all the vills now towards the main town center. The defense, he's got plenty of spears. He's trying to hold the Trebs, making their way to the bottom side. Vills now being pulled to repair the wing guard. Puppy Paw trying to snipe Marine Lord out against all odds. There was 2 up against him, stuck between a rock and a hard place. Trebs working him down slowly but steadily. Still firing the king. He's on fire. Wing guard, main town center. It's not being repaired. The last 3 landmarks are all absolutely dead. Towards the north, the battle has stopped. The knights on the roam. The last of the landmark. The Trebs. Everything's going in. Marine Lord, ain't no way. You got too damn greedy. The Lanchconnects look to clean it out. Mango's dropping layer loads over on the single village on the poor girl. Oh gosh, you hate to see it now, Marine Lord. Ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna be it. The king's out of water. Even if he manages to save the wing guard, he loses the... No. Beastie? Oh no, Beastie! No! No, not like this! Beastie says, hey, how you doing? How are you doing, my friend? It's been a while. We haven't seen each other. And now enters into the base. Somehow, some way, the king was literally getting killed. Now there's a keep down here for Marine Lord coming up. Where did the king go? The king's in the town center. He's sieging everything down. He knows if he gets the wing guard, that's it. He knows if he gets the wing guard, that's it. But the main town center, he gets eliminated, that's it. Marine Lord eliminated. He takes the kill. And Puppy Paw, against all odds, is able to pick up a kill against Marine Lord. Gives himself 1 little extra point. King is out. Crossbow's not paying attention. Still sieging down the town center. He's going to try and take the shot. Gets a bit of damage in. Still a little bit of health on this outpost. He's going to try and work it down. Holding on for dear life, Puppy Paw is. Beastie with a pretty big economy behind this. 89 vills compared to Puppy Paw's 39. He's lost a lot of units. Trebs are going to focus him down. The final shots come in. The king's on the ground. Who takes out the king as the spearmen surround the palace guards, the crossbows. He's dead on the ground. Ladies and gentlemen, Puppy Paw eliminated. Beastie picks up a kill. And we head back to the action in the north of the map as Anatan and Wham. Oh, my lord. Woo-hoo-hoo. These are some wild games, man. These are some wild games. The grand finals for Outback Octagon 3, they've been pretty good so far. I'm going to say it right now. There's been action-packed. They've been going for a pretty decent length, every single one of them. And now we enter into the danger zone. 3 players alive. 3 players, all with 250 pop. This is the hardest part of FFA. Except there's one difference here, ladies and gentlemen. Anatan is stuck in the middle. Anatan is not going to have a good time. Because it's much easier for Beastie to attack Anatan than it is to attack Wham. And it's much easier for Wham to attack Anatan than it is to attack Beastie. And the consequence of having these central spawns is that sometimes you get caught in the middle. Let's check in. Marine Lord's King is still alive to the south. Keep in mind, the points went over to Puppy Paw. He got the kill on the landmark, so he gets the points for the kill. But the king still stands here. It's still technically in play. If Beastie wants to come in here and pick up this king kill, he 100% can. But honestly, the best thing to do if you're Beastie is to not kill the king until this last player is dead. Because if you kill the king right now, they say, hold on a minute, Beastie, didn't you just kill Puppy Paw and take the king? And you're on 250 pop. And now didn't you also just kill another king? That makes you on 300 pop. Hold on, now we've got a real problem here. And then they target you down. The best thing you can do to guarantee that you're successful here is try and take out, make it a 2v or a 1v1, and then take out the king. That is probably the best way. The other thing you'd want to do is you'd want to wall up the king. So wherever that king is, you'd want to try and wall it in if Beastie does know about it. There's also a market down here. Probably not the most efficient market, though. And Beastie going to be falling back. Those keeps are quite strong. Remember, they've got the mangonel emplacements and the boiling oil. You might want to actually come back in Age 4. Like, when you see that and you're like, okay, triple keeps on a sacred site with ranged units, maybe you want to come back with bombards. And that's exactly what Wham is doing. Honestly, if anything, Wham looks like he might be in the best position this game. His economy, I mean, he started off with 4 TCs. Let's not forget, he started with 4 TCs. The king is safely walled up inside the keep. Court Architects is not yet through, but that's not a big deal. He's got the wall around the king. No external perimeter wall just yet, but he's still fine. And now he's looking to put more and more pressure on towards Anatan. Anatan with 60 military population at the moment. Keep in mind, there's another sacred sign towards the bottom, so even if you wanted to, you know, pretend to go for a sacred victory, there's still quite a bit here. But now focusing down that keep. The king is inside. Oh, look at this. The culverin are moving up. He wants to try and get a one-shot on that king. There's the king. He jumps out. He manages to make it across, and immediately you see Wham fall back. He knew what was trying to happen. He was trying to get that king snipe. Couldn't find it. But now those numbers are going to continue pushing up here. Beastie, of course, going to be constantly checking in and seeing where things are at. And the age up comes through for Beastie now. Throwing down the Juicy Library in the back of the base. Imperial Guard, probably not going to be an option here if you're against the Ayyub or the Abbasid in the late game. Big stone walls coming in for Beastie as well around that core economy. Have a look at this beautiful farming economy he's got set up here. Walling it in, making sure that he is not going to be subject to any harassment. Plenty of gold as well. This could be a long game between these two. It depends who picks up the kill here, and it depends if Beastie actually knows about this one or not. I suspect he may not know about this, though, because I feel like he would have made a move towards that position earlier if he knew. Keep now under pressure. Battering rams coming out. Beastie needs to get this kill. He can't allow Wham to move to 300 pop. Wham would just have too much of an advantage. Beastie needs to deny that from him. Wham, of course, in a very good position this game, opening with the 4 TCs. Wham with 150 vils in the bank, in the economy, in the backside, however you want to say it. There's plenty of economy back here for him. And now Beastie with battering rams. The king's on the move. The king's on the move. He almost spots it out. The keep goes down. And Anatan fights, witnesses the battle over the 2 behemoths below him. The prize, the king, needs to move away from this sacred site with his units so that the battering rams can start hitting. How many ranged units does he have in here? A lot of elite archers. He's trying to get in the best position. Needs to get those ranged units ready. Here they go. He moves them. King. Shot. Beastie gets the kill and takes the population, denying it from Wham. 0-1. Beautiful stutter step micro right there. I don't know if you guys saw that, but what he did was he made sure that his units did not attack the keep in that last little moment, let the battering rams kill, and then immediately gets the snipe. Now starts to clean up. He's hit the Imperial Age. Elite upgrades are through. Big ranged army. Has he gone for 10,000 bolts? Not quite yet. He's looking to come online in this late game. Elite upgrades are through on the crossbowmen. They're through on the Zhukunu, I think, as well. No, wait, the Zhukunu don't have any upgrades. Doesn't even have veterancy on them. It's just the crossbows. That's kind of wild. All right, well, Beastie's on 207 pop. Wham's on 250. Now, keep in mind, even though Beastie's got a max of 250 or of 300, he needs to actually... At this point, Beastie wants to avoid fighting. Beastie just wants to take his time. That's the best thing that he can do right now. So put up to the keeps exactly like how he's doing here and slowly build up. He wants to push his Vil count higher. He wants to push his military count higher. Wham's going to try for Sacred Sites here. And if anything, this is a blessing in disguise for Beastie because it gives Beastie longer. Wham's going to try and prolong the game. He says, okay, I know that I can go for a potential Sacred Site victory here. We can see him starting to make moves down towards these Sacred Sites. He's got the Scout down here. Probably got this one. Oh, no, he's just... Never mind. He's just decapping the site. I thought he was capturing it. Never mind. Oh, my lord. Interesting Twitch chat comment saying, I love how the King Sprint makes it look like a toddler who stole their phone from their mum's phone when it's running. I gotta say, I agree. I've seen that many a times before. I know that run. It's a very funny run. Oh, gosh. Calling out my son's name. Oi! Just sprinting off in the distance like a fat little, chubby little toddler. Oh, gosh. It really is. Look at him go. Look at him. He's got the phone. Have you got any games on it? No, mate. I don't have any games on my phone. Stop asking. I'll be honest. My 2-year-old doesn't ask if I've got any games on my phone yet. All he wants to see, he just wants to see videos. He wants to see videos and pictures. Whenever mum goes to work, he wants to see photos of mum. Show me mum. Okay, mate. Sure thing. Ghazi Raiders, or rather horsemen, make their way through. Beastie with the full wall up here. So the king manages to get behind walls safely. And now Beastie comes back with a couple of spears. I'd love to see a couple of outer walls or more outer walls for him here. He's got... Oh, gosh, he's doing well. Have a look at this. Beastie 146, 118 military population. Now, keep in mind, when it comes to victories right now, this victory is imperative that Wham wins. Wham currently sits... in fact, we haven't even reviewed the facts yet, ladies and gentlemen. Let me introduce our two players to you for our heads up in the grand final game number 4. In the west of the map, in the color teal, playing as the Abbasids with 1 kill to his name. It's Wham01. Wait. King's still alive. I heard something go down, but I don't know what it was. You heard the sound, right? Anyway, in the west of the map, color teal, as the Abbasid dynasty, 10,000 points, 160 vils, 90 military population, and a max of 250. It's Wham01. And in the east of the map, in the color yellow, playing as the Juicy Legacy with a max of 300 population, currently 152 vils and 144 military. It's Beastie. Oh, hold on. They're getting close. Wham01 has... When it comes to points, he currently sits on 0 points. If he wins, well, technically, I guess he got points for this kill. If he wins this game, that's going to propel him up the ladder. And every single other player in this lobby right now is going to be hoping that Wham01 wins this game. Because if Wham01 wins this game, it means that they go into the grand final with an opportunity to still win Outback Octagon 3. However, our current point leader in this Outback Octagon 3 in the grand finals is the man in yellow. It's Beastie. After an incredible game 3 in the grand finals, he managed to pull off an insane victory on the Sacred Sites, securing a huge amount of points. And it means that if he comes again with a huge victory today, in this game, that it will be almost certain that he walks away with the victory of Outback Octagon 3. Now, it doesn't mean 100% that it's going to happen because there will still be other players that could potentially snipe him out. Players that have got a decent amount of points. Players who are second and third. But it definitely means that the opportunity to win is slipping away from the majority of the lobby. So they will be cheering for him. Who are you cheering for, though? Because the upper hand... Well, it's kind of hard to see where it is because Beastie's got the pop advantage, but he doesn't have the eco advantage. Wham's definitely got the eco advantage at the moment. Have a look at this. 160 versus 88. Beastie, though, he's close to double the military pop of his opponent. A huge amount of infantry here. A lot of archers coming out for Wham01. Looks like he's just trying to do a little bit of run-bys. No walls coming up yet. Oh, I take it back. Okay, Beastie now looking to put around the edge of the base some stone walls. And this is definitely the right call. I love to see this, especially with Wham running by with lots and lots of horsemen constantly. Just getting up a couple of stone walls is really nice. You know, stone wall across here, try and stone wall around this. as much as you can. Stone wall, stone wall. You just want to completely enclose yourself in stone walls just to stop these annoying little raids from happening. You don't have to, but it's always handy, helpful. Mangoes, upgrade. Not yet, not yet. These mangoes are still underwhelming. We don't know whether he's got the upgrade coming through, but at the moment he doesn't have it, and Beastie now beginning to push through. Army not looking particularly big for Wham. It looks like Wham's just AFK. Wham, where are you? Wham, where are you? We're trying to look for him. He's going to just hold the defense. He's not AFK. He's just defending the siege. He's hoping that the siege stays alive. There's a lot of units that are in here. He's going to rally more units up towards the top side. He's switching over to camels. The mangoes managed to make it out, but Beastie's overwhelming him. 264 population. Beastie's lost a fair bit. I don't know where it's all gone, but the military pop has started to dwindle. Wham still maxed out. 243 out of 250 population. Holding on for dear life. And now the question becomes, who is going to outlast when it comes to attrition? Beastie 155 bills, Wham on 160. Beastie with 5 relics. Only the one for Wham. Do we have our... I don't know whether we've got our thingamabobbies online. You know the thingamabobbies? Pagodas. I don't know whether he's got pagodas online. Zhukunu have been upgraded to veterancy. Okay, we're getting there. Zhukunu do very well in the Imperial Age if we can get all the upgrades, especially... if we can get 10,000 bolts. No, we didn't. We went into Imperial Guard, and we went into Cloud of Terror. He's gone into Cloud of Terror. This could be a very interesting late game if he reaches the ultimate raid boss stage. So, the ultimate raid boss stage, and it is arguably the best army in FFA. It is incredibly gold heavy, and it requires both of these upgrades. The first one is for the Imperial Guard. The second one is for Cloud of Terror. Cloud of Terror allows your bombards to do AoE damage. It also gives them an extra, or doesn't give them an extra range, but they can get an extra little bit of range from your Temple of the Sun upgrade. Together with the Imperial Guard, makes one of the most powerful late game combinations that there are. The Imperial Guard is very expensive when it comes to its cost, 140 gold. And the Bombard, of course, is quite expensive as well when it comes to its cost. I think it, what is it, 500 gold, something silly? He found it. He found it. He found it. Beastie finds the last king. And now with a max of 350, honestly, all Beastie needs to do right now, and I hope he does this. Don't actually make the good units. You need to fill yourself up, fill your army up, fill your population up with as much trash as you can. Because right now, if Wham pushes, you're in trouble. You need to just get units out. You need to get a lot of units. He knows that you're a little bit weak right now after you got that kill. Well, not weak, but you're not at your full strength. You're Goku charging up a Kamehameha, and you haven't quite got there yet. So Wham knows he needs to go. He's got a slight lead in the points. Beastie around the backside. Couple of horsemen just looking to distract. Hit these bills. And now a lot of units begin marching across the map for Wham. A very famous combination here. Spears, camels. They feed off each other, these two. With the military wing. He doesn't have camel support. He doesn't have camel support. An instrumental component of this late game army. And Beastie still harassing these vills. He's at 250 pop of 350. He just needs to spend these resources. You just need to get these units out. You don't care about the quality of units. You just need units right now. And you can't be making Imperial Guard into Spear Camel. It's not going to work. You need something right now to deal with this. Zhukunu have been upgraded to elite upgrades. He's in Ming Dynasty. He gets the extra damage. He needs more units, though. He needs to keep making units. He can't fight right now. He needs to reach 100% power before he takes a fight. But Wham-O-1 knows that. And Wham-O-1 continues pushing through. He sees all the enemy units and he says, oh shit, that's a lot. Oh shit, that's a lot. I don't want to fight this. You don't want to fight that, Beastie. Get back, get away. You want to probably fight around this keep. You need to fight with max population. And he does the right thing. He falls back. Wham continues to push through. He needs to force a fight now. He's dealt with the raids at home. Well, I take it back. He hasn't dealt with the raids at home. Look at this annoying, silly spearman. Imperial Guard. No, not the Imperial Guard. You saw, not Imperial. Are they Imperial Guards? Imperial official. Not the Imperial... Beastie, don't go now. Beastie, don't go now. Beastie's going to try from behind. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like it, but the Imperial Guard are going to go. Beastie with a huge amount of units from behind. Spear's going to turn around. Beastie looking good. We enter the cinematic mode. Bombards from the north. He's got the surround. The numbers are looking good for him. It might be victory number 2 in the grand finals of Outback Octagon as Beastie, Cutie, eliminates the entire Abbasid army with a beautiful surround from the back. He manages to find it, and now you're in trouble, he says, Wham. You're in big trouble. I got 350 max pop. I'm sitting on 300, and I know where you live. I know your address. I know exactly where your king is housed, my friend. And the best part is Beastie doesn't even need to, he doesn't even need to push right now. This isn't even his final form. This isn't even his final form. The man is getting absolutely buff in the base. 350 max population. King safe inside the keep. Farm back here. Landmarks back here. He's not going to be dying anytime soon, and now begins to make his way out of the base. No sacred sites in play. No wonders in play. It is just him and Wham. And now Wham. Oh, my lord. Wham on the defense. Look at the size of this army. It's beginning to build. Wham needs to delete Vils. I think he's actually done that. I think he's gone ahead and deleted Vils, which is definitely the right play. Have the mangoes been upgraded? They have been upgraded. He needs more mangoes. So I'd delete Vils and make mangoes here. Honestly, if Wham deletes Vils and makes mangoes, like you made 8 mangoes right here, so 24 Vils. That's kind of crazy to think that 8 mangoes is only 24 Vils. There is absolutely no way. Now, meanwhile, back over towards this base. Beastie on 350 population continues to funnel more and more units out towards the center. Slowly, but steadily. Wham's down to 33 Vils, 213 population. And ladies and gentlemen, I have bad news. There's about to be a crash. Beastie's eliminated. His game crashed. We don't get to see a beautiful army. We don't get to see a beautiful fight. Beastie has been eliminated because of a game crash. Oh, man. That's not fair. That's not fair. Now, I'm just going to read you what the rulebook says in the event that we have a game crash. The rulebook says the following. In the event a desync occurs before 20 minutes, we don't care about that. In the event a desync or crash occurs after 20 minutes, the game continues without the desynced or crashed players, with their kings no longer worth elimination points, unless the admin determines that their king was in play at the point of the desync. The admin reserves the right to determine whether consolation points are awarded to a desynced player. Such an example may include a player who is in a dominant position yet desyncs. Any player who desyncs is required to send a screenshot of their desync message to the tournament admin. I'm going to check my DMs. I don't see anything from our tournament admins just yet. Let me take a look and see what the play is going to be here, because this is a very difficult spot to be in. Okay, on one hand, you can say that Beastie had... Oh, we've got confirmation in right now from our head admin. Wham has agreed to no remake and accepts that Beastie was in a very dominant position, and Beastie takes the win. GG. GG. It's not the ending that we wanted, and it's unfortunate that it comes so close to the end of Outback Octagon 3. But you have to admire Wham for his... I don't even know what the right word is. His just chadness? Is it sportsmanship? Able to acknowledge that Beastie sits on, what was it, 8 relics, 350 population. And Wham, you know, you could see that he was gearing up. If you take a look at the military count at the end here, he was gearing up. He was ready. But at the end of the day, with that population advantage, the eco advantage that Beastie has and will continue to maintain, that reasonably, we knew that that was going to be the outcome of the game. Well played to Wham. Well played to Beastie. It's an unfortunate end, but the victory will go over to Beastie. We'll be feeling, what's the word? Where you're happy, but you're sad at the same time. We're happy, but we're sad. You know, we're happy that we got to see such beautiful sportsmanship, but we're sad that we didn't get to witness them coming to blows. You know, it'd be kind of like if you got two MMA fighters and they were like, actually, you know what? That guy's kind of strong. I'm just going to concede this game. Well played to Wham. Let's take a look at the leaderboard and where it currently stands, ladies and gentlemen, because that is going to be instrumental in this outcome. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, on position 1, with 1 game remaining, Beastie sits with 27 points. Baltoon with 15 points. Anatan with 13 points. Vortex 9. Puppy Paw 7. Marine Lord 2. Wham with 1. And CSO with 1. It appears clear at this stage there are players who will not be able mathematically to win Outback Octagon 3. Those players are CSO, Wham-O1, and Marine Lord. Puppy Paw can still technically win. If he somehow manages to pull off a 21-point game, he can still win. It is possible. Theoretically, it's possible. He would need to kill the entire lobby and also go for a Sacred Site victory with them all still alive, probably. Vortex in a similar position, and the only 2 players that have really got an opportunity here to snipe out Beastie from the top of the ladder are going to be Baltoon and Anatan. Will they be able to do it? Stay tuned for the next episode of Outback Octagon 3.